we all react to trauma in different ways, experiencing a wide range of physical and emotional reactions. However, are there some clear symptoms you can say, Guy, people may experience right after a traumatic event? Or to put this question maybe differently, how do you know that you've been traumatized by an event?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a really good question. And I guess the first question would be, has there been an event that could be traumatizing? So, if you were in a car crash, oftentimes there's something called post-traumatic stress disorder, which happens after like 6 months, but there's also something that happens directly after that event, which is called acute stress disorder. So, for example, someone who's maybe in a car crash, the next day they might feel just on hyper alert or hyper vigilant. They might be having flashbacks. They might be feeling depressed or anxious. Things that kind of disrupt the normal day-to-day state, the normal day-to-day living, are oftentimes a sign that you may have been traumatized. For example, and I think this is really interesting, oftentimes when younger kids, 15, 16, 12, younger kids, their reaction to trauma oftentimes is depression. A depressed state. That's how it often shows up. It doesn't show up like in these oftentimes classic symptoms of, like hypervigilance or numbing that we oftentimes see with post-traumatic stress disorder. So it's what's interesting here, to get to the heart of your question here, it can show up differently for a lot of different people. But again, I think what's important to think about is, has there been an event that may or may not have been traumatizing? And B, has there been a shift in your behavior or the way you're feeling or the way you're interacting with people? That could be a sign of having been traumatized.